Well, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Today we are talking about inappropriate requests. And guess what? It's story time. So, sometime in the last year or so, I got a call from a campus who was saying that they had a parent come in and the parent explained to the IEP team that the child needed to have a Segway as part of the IEP, and they wanted the district not only to buy the Segway, but to allow the student to use it throughout the campus. Now, this kiddo's eligibility was ADHD. And when I asked, why does this child need a Segway? Why is this required in order for them to access their education? The response that was given by the parent was that the child's ADHD makes her a social butterfly, and that in between classes in her high school, she sits in the hallway and chit-chats with her friends, and because of that, she's often late to class and is getting penalized. So they wanted a Segway because they said it would be faster if she was on a Segway to go from one side of the campus to the other. Now, I understand that Segways may be appropriate in certain situations for certain individuals. This is not one of those situations. There were way more options we had if there was truly a concern with this child's ADHD interfering with her ability to access her education, such as a motivator that we could have put on her pocket that gives her an alarm to let her know when it's time to go from class to class, or any other type of technology. We could have helped her with a schedule. We could have helped her learn a skill to be paying attention to time. We could have helped her learn to set her watch so that she knows when she leaves class, hit the button and it's going to give me an alarm in 10 minutes, and that's how long I have to socialize before I have to get to my next class. There were so many options. Unfortunately, this district was giving in to this request before they called, and we've got a kiddo now who has a device that can be dangerous and was not appropriate for that type of setting in classroom and campus. We're going to get inappropriate requests. I've seen requests that you guys would not believe. Some of the most things that were just like, I'm sorry, what? For those situations, it's important for us to understand and investigate. Why do you think the child needs, let's say, 5 hours of speech a week? Based on their disability, is that appropriate? In that example, think about it. If you're giving this kid 5 hours of speech per week, that's basically an hour a day. What class are they missing? Is it appropriate for the child to miss that much class? Are we missing science, social studies, English, physical education? There's a purpose for physical education, and that's why it's required. That's why students get physical education. Make sure that when we get requests for things like that, or yoga in the morning. We got another request where the family was like, I need the kid, before they start school in the morning, to be able to do 15 minutes of yoga in the classroom. Well, but why? There's times when some things may be appropriate, and other times for other students in other situations, they're not. Do not do harm to a child by providing them with giving in to inappropriate requests. Do not do harm to a child by providing services that are not appropriate or programming that's not appropriate for them in order to meet their needs. Make sure that you are thoughtful, you are inquisitive about why these requests are coming in, what benefit they determine or the parents feel the child's going to get from this, so that going forward, we make good choices for this child and that we're providing them with their free and appropriate public education in their least restrictive environment, and not over providing services or over providing accommodations or over providing technologies that are going to do more harm to the child than good in the long run. Take care, y'all. See you next time.